The year was 1916. Woodrow Wilson was re-elected president. World War I raged in Europe. Jazz was the newest fad in music. In Philadelphia, 41 representatives from 7 state small loan associations chartered the American Association of Small Loan Brokers, giving the consumer finance industry a united voice at the national level. The new trade group grew quickly. By 1918, it had 200 members. After the association moved to Washington, D.C. in the 1930s, President Hoover invited its members to work with his administration on a relief plan to help consumers during the Depression. From that point forward, the association saw a continuous evolution, and the United States saw enormous change. As the country evolved, so did the regulation of the industry, with a shift toward federal oversight. During the 1980s, the association changed its name to the American Financial Services Association to better describe the broad spectrum of its membership. In 1983, a group of independent members worked with AFSA to form the Section on Independent Operations and develop programs and services to meet their needs, including a major conference and expo that has grown from 200 to over 550 attendees. The Federal Government Affairs Department had to deal with the accelerated pace of consumer protection laws. As the industry's challenges intensified, AFSA found new ways to look after its members' interests. The 1990s brought the first Investor Relations Conference, which grew into a widely attended event for fixed-income investors and analysts that's now in its 25th year. Skyrocketing personal bankruptcies led the association to spearhead an industry-wide coalition and to organize a massive campaign to reform the U.S. bankruptcy system. In the auto sector, AFSA pushed for guidelines that would allow consumers shopping for a lease to compare costs more easily. The Federal Reserve announced sweeping new leasing rules in 1996, the same year that AFSA created a vehicle finance division and introduced a vehicle finance conference and exposition that has grown to over 600 attendees. Increasing activity in the states led AFSA to host a State Government Affairs and Legal Issues Forum with the National Association of Consumer Credit Administrators. The creation of a full-service State Government Affairs Department followed in the year 2000. When municipalities attempted to regulate mortgage lending, AFSA began filing litigation, winning all of these legal cases, including a landmark case in California that silenced the issue. In the area of financial literacy, the AFSA Education Foundation launched Money Skill, an innovative technology-based program to help people make better financial decisions. Today, AFSA is the primary trade association for the consumer credit industry, with a mission that emphasizes advocacy, networking, and education. This guides the industry as it contends with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a new federal regulatory agency for consumer financial services. Just as its predecessor once did 100 years ago, AFSA works hard to serve its members, arranging for industry CEOs to meet with their elected officials and to testify before Congress, undertaking studies to educate regulators and policymakers, helping companies adjust to the new compliance-driven regulatory environment, and provide consistency in employee training, initiating public campaigns that explain how small-dollar lending makes a difference in people's lives, coordinating top-level executive education programs at leading universities, hosting conferences with well-known political leaders, the media, and big-name speakers, articulating the industry's position on key issues, and building the AFSA Political Action Committee from $70,000 to over $650,000, forming strong partnerships to advance the auto finance industry's goals, updating members on current issues and AFSA activities, and providing leadership and professional growth opportunities for the 1,000-plus industry executives who serve on AFSA's boards, committees, and working groups. The financial services landscape looks much different than it did in 1916 with the introduction of the digital age, instant communication, and innovative technology. AFSA is staying ahead of the ever-changing marketplace to help members adapt, serve their customers, and remain profitable. It's been a remarkable 100 years. AFSA looks forward to the next century and to the opportunities that lie ahead.